Alright folks, I'm 30 years old. I live at home with my parents, and I love it, y'all. Let's talk about why I wouldn't have it any other way. One of the best things is I get to spend more time with my parents. They are getting older, and being with them and spending time with them is a great benefit for me. Ideally, I want to move out of state, but that's coming later. But now I get to be with them, spend more time with them. Later on when I'm out of state, I won't see them as much, but right now we get to hang out, do stuff together, you know, just be around each other's presence. So that is a wonderful, wonderful benefit. Right now, there's literally no reason why I should have a place to myself. All I need is a roof over my head. At my parents' spot, there's a roof over my head. They don't mind me being there. I get to pay them a little rent. Sounds like a good deal to me. I literally only need a place to sleep. I'm a busy person. I travel for work. I'm gone from home like 2 nights per week. And then when I get back, it's hustle mode. I'm at my food truck right now. I spend most of my time here at the food truck. When I'm done, I'm resting, doing some bookkeeping, some shopping, some other business stuff, creating YouTube videos. I literally do not need a place to myself because I'm hustling, and I really don't care where I sleep as long as there's a roof over my head. If I have roommates, that'd be cool. If I could find a place that's a dollar amount that I don't mind paying here with decent roommates, I'd hop on it, but right now I haven't really looked. They're not kicking me out. They're not trying to kick me out, and I love it. Whenever I get engaged, whenever I have kids, I'll definitely would love to have a place to myself for me and my family, but right now I literally do not care where I live. But the time will come when I move out, and you know, when I progress in my food trucks actually making money, maybe I'll decide to, you know, leave the nest for a bit, but there's no pressure for me. I don't mind at all. I'm also really cheap and I don't want to pay that much for housing. Therefore, I would never pay for a place by myself unless it's like a really good deal. That would probably be in a less desirable area or a really small unit, which is something I'm fine with as long as it's not like super, super dangerous. If it's like dangerous, what people think is dangerous, and it's not that dangerous, it's just people that may not look like them or act like them is around, that's fine with me. But I don't want like bang, bang, bang all the time. If I hear a couple of gunshots, that's fine, but like all the times it's not cool. But yeah, I'm too cheap to like buy a luxury new hippie unit or whatever, or just a place to myself right now. Like I said, I would have roommates. I'm too cheap for that. I'd rather put my money in the market, and that's what I've been doing. I've been investing heavily, bought this food truck, putting money in the stock market, so that's what I'd rather do with my money than buy or rent a unit to have a place by myself. Before I was living at my parents', I was in Michigan mostly full-time. I was coming back to Columbus to run my food business. I decided to fully move back to Columbus 1 year ago, July 2023, just because at my main job as a flight attendant, I was able to secure commutable trips. So now I only need to be in at work the day of, so I don't need to go the day before. And if I do need to go a day before, I can get a cheap hotel. So that's what I was doing previously. Back in Michigan, I was paying $400 for a room. I had a couple of roommates. It did start off higher, but my roommate's too nice, and she lowered the rent for me. Right now, I'm paying $300 to my parents. They haven't asked for more. Whenever they ask for more, I'll pay them more, or I can just say, hey, I'll start paying you more. But also I am putting $55 a month in an investment account for my parents, so that is actually appreciating and getting dividends. Probably next year I'll start doing that full amount, putting $100 into that investment portfolio to equal $400, or I'll just start paying them more. But that's kind of the deal I have right now. People might say, oh, you should pay them more. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll pay them more if they ask for more, or I'll decide to just give them more. But right now it seems to be working out for the both of us, all three of us, and we can have some more conversations about that later, and I'm very open to paying them more for sure. I'm also not a person who's like, I need to buy a house now. The only real estate I really want to buy is like income-driven real estate, so a property that I'm going to put up for rental or house hacking. Of course, whenever I have a family, we'll buy a place or we'll rent. It depends on what city we're in or what things look like, but the real estate that I want to get into is actually income-driven. I want to make money off it, not just owning a home, having a mortgage, having this interest rate just for a place to live. I want to make money off of that. And of course, when we get a primary resident, maybe we'll turn the garage into a apartment for someone to rent. Maybe we'll put a tiny house in the backyard to bring in some income through Airbnb. We'll make some money that way, but I'm not like, I need to buy a house now. They can wait.